Just wanna see the light.
Welcome again. Are you excited to make your hand dirty with C# code? No more waiting. Start directly by opening Unity Hub from the desktop. Let's begin by creating new project for our game. Click on New, and choose the Unity version in which you want to develop your game. If you want to install different Unity version, then you can install it from Install tab. Unity provides lots of template to start up your project. For now we will not mesh up the settings, and leave it to default 3D template. Because we are starting with the console-based game. Now, you have to provide suitable project name, or the name of game, from here. I will give my project name as first code, and it's sufficient for the purpose of this lecture. If you want to change the physical location of your project, then you can change it from here. Arranging your files and folder is most important. It helps us to speed up our work. I will create a new folder and rename it to Unity Games. Open the newly create folder, and select it. That's it, we have created a new location to save our project files. It's time to create our project. Unity will take time to load packages, scripts, and other necessary resources to start your project. After the loading is completed, you will end up with the Unity windows, like this. Before starting or meshing up, let's have a quick look over the interface of Unity. In Unity, the main editor window is made up of tabbed windows, which can be rearranged, grouped, detached and docked. This means that the look of the editor can be different from one project to the another, and one developer to the another, depending on personal preference, and what type of work you are doing. There are 5 most common and useful windows in Unity, and the default position is like this. The first one is Toolbar. It is located at the topmost part of the Unity window. It contains the selection tools, and play-pause buttons for playing or testing games. The toolbar is not a window, and is the only part of the Unity interface that you can't rearrange. The second one is Hierarchy window. It is located at the left part of Unity window, and it contains all the game object containing in the scene view. The third one is Project window. It is located at the button part of Unity window. The project window displays your library of assets that are available to use in your project. When you import assets into your project, they appear here. So it contains all our assets, files and folder, materials that we have created, C# script files, and much more. It is used to arranging our project files and folder in systematic manner. At the right side of project windows we will find Console tab, from where we can debug our code or game. The next one is Scene View. The Scene View allows you to visually navigate and edit your scene. The Scene View can show a 3D or 2D perspective, depending on the type of project you are working on. Next to the Scene View you will find Game View. When you run your game for testing purpose, then you can test it from Game View. And the last one is Inspector Panel. The Inspector window allows you to view and edit all the properties of the currently selected object. Because different types of objects have different sets of properties, the layout and contents of the Inspector window will vary. You can drag and resize any windows from mouse. You can also separate the windows by dragging the tab, and can rearrange it anywhere you feel better. Do mesh it up or play around it to have a better experience. If you feel your layout become bad, and if you want it to be as before, then click on Windows menu. At Layout, select Default. It will restore the default layout of Unity windows. Let us create our first C# script. You can create script from project windows. Right-click on any empty space in project windows. From Create menu, choose C# script. Remember to change the suitable name of your script before you hit enter, or create that file. Note, please don't give spaces in your file name. I have named my script file as first code. I have provided spaces between first and code, but it will create problem later on. We will solve out the problem after a few movement. Now, When you select the script, the preview will be displayed at the inspector panel. You can open your script by right-clicking on it and click on Open. Or you can directly open it by double-clicking on your script file. Then, your script file will open in Visual Studio. If it is the first time starting up Visual Studio, then you have to set up few things. Here, if you have Microsoft account, then use it to either sign up or log in. But for a moment I will skip it. Here you can choose the development setting and themes you like. Visual Studio will take some time to load project. Now, it is ready to use. In Visual Studio, we can see some of the code already written, like void start method, and void update method. We will learn it deep on another lecture. But for now, to demonstrate how it is going to work, we will write a piece of code. Debug.log, welcome to the course. Just forget about all things, like what is debug.log, or what is this bracket used for. We will learn all this in our upcoming videos. After you have made changes to your script or file, the asterisk sign will appear at the title of your file name, which means that your file has not been saved. You can save your file from here. Or you can directly press Ctrl+S from keyboard. After saving the code, jump back to Unity. To run the script, it must be attached to any of the game object in the scene. Game object are nothing but all the objects that appear in your scene view or the game. Hierarchy contain all the game object in our project. Currently we have two game object, they are main camera, and the directional light. Now, we have to attach our script to any of these two game object. You can attach script to game object, by dragging script to game object in hierarchy windows. Or you can select the game object, and drag the script to the inspector panel, where current properties of the selected game object is displayed. We got a problem here. We can't add our script to the game object. It is because, while naming our script, there is space between two words. So, for any naming in script, we can't use white space. And let's have a look on our code. Our class with name first code doesn't contain spaces. But we have spaces in the file. So we can resolve it by removing spaces from our file, like this. Now, I will attach the script to main camera. And the error doesn't occur. We can view our attached script in Inspector panel by selecting the game object. If you have mistakenly attached script to wrong game object, then you can remove it from here, and reattach again. It's time to run our code. From the toolbar, click on play icon to run your game. Here, scene view is automatically changed to game view. But it seems like nothing is happened. It's because we have written a piece of code that run on console. We will move to console tab. Here we can see the output that we have written in a code. After then, you can stop your game, by clicking on the same play button at the toolbar. You can clear the output of console by clicking clear button here. Clear on play button will clear all the output, displayed before while playing the game, and provide the new output only. Have you done up to here? Then great. You have returned your first code in Unity. If you have any difficulties, then comment below. And please don't forget to like, share and subscribe Code Flow to get more interesting content in future.